So this is my first reaction video, and I've chose this song by this band because Black Sabbath was my gateway into hard rock and heavy metal. And it's probably everybody's gateway if they're my age. But anyway, I wanted this particular album, this particular song, because they are my absolute favorite. And they show the exceptional heaviness of this band and the skill set that they have. And let's just dive a little bit into Black Sabbath. They were formed in 1968 in UK, and the original members, Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, Geezer Butler, and Ozzy Osbourne. And those are the four that also wrote and published this song and this album in 1972. And in 1979, Ozzy was actually fired from the band and replaced by Ronnie James Dio. I've never seen Black Sabbath perform live, and I've never seen Ozzy Osbourne in a solo career perform live, but I have seen Ronnie James Dio perform live, and also Zakk Wylde. Just actually a few weeks ago, I saw Black Label Society in Calgary here, and Zakk also has a band called Zakk Sabbath, and he does a set just for, like they're all Black Sabbath songs that he does in that set, and he actually and Ozzy songs, because he was the guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne. So this song, once I start playing the licks, I'd like to go to Black Sabbath's channel for one, to give them some love and check out this song and this album. So let's get started here, and I will play for you this awesome song. So as you can see, this is pretty heavy for 1972. Back in those days, back in that time, there were some other bands that were getting quite heavy, and one of them was Led Zeppelin. But it was at the beginning. We had Nazareth, and we had other bands that were just starting out. But 1968, when the Black Sabbath started, there was nothing like their music on the market. And one of the things that bands had to do is convince radio stations to play. So this particular song, Supernaut, I do not recall ever hearing on the radio. Some of their other songs, maybe, but it was kind of like underground music. The metal scene in those days was, well, it was sort of mainstream, but if you were like, as it got heavier into the 80s, you were actually kind of considered, an outcast in a way, but people still flock to their concerts. And it's hard for me to judge because I'm in this community and I'm going to deathcore concerts now, and I see sold out crowds. And so it's hard for me to judge on the outside, but I do know that I'm like one of the very few people in my entire circle that likes metal and hardcore metal. So it may still be true, but in the sense that is a big growing community and it is all ages. So anyway, here's more of that song.
Across the ocean, turn every bend. I found the plastic and the golden rainbow bed. I've been through magic and through lightning and the sea. I've lived 1,000 years and never felt the
Money Amani. The guitar guy. This the lyrics are amazing. The song is a good bit. Played it on a loop. Never played it. I don't know if I want to play the whole song. I think I want you to go to YouTube and see the rest, just go check out the original and go give some shares and likes to Black Sabbath. I think that, once I get into, I'm going to try a few more. The next one I'm going to do is going to be Humble Pie, which was the next band that cemented my love for hard rock and heavy metal, even though they're more bluesy rock. But then I'm going to get into some Canadian music. And the Canadian music, I'm Canadian, so we've all heard these songs, and a lot of them are not necessarily metal, but like mainstay rock, like, April Wine and whatnot. But anyway, I wanted to start with these two, Black Sabbath, and the next one will be Humble Pie, because they were instrumental in me personally going on this hard rock metal journey. So show them some love. Once I get to the Canadian music, I'll play those full videos, but this one and the next one, I will play a good portion of it so you can get a good idea of how special those songs were. But I hope you will be as addicted to them as I was, and that you will go back and listen to the whole album and go through Black Sabbath's library of music and just enjoy it for what it is, because it still stands the time, it still stands strong today. So it's just music that never grows old, even though we're all old. Anyway, thanks for listening, and please subscribe if you want some more of my shorts and some more of my Canadian stuff and some more reaction stuff, and let me know what you think.